Hello, good evening, everybody. It's your boy Cordell the Jurassic Waits. Today is Monday, September 7th, 2020. Happy Labor Day. I'm here to talk to you guys about credit, its history, the payments, and its utilization. Um, Credit cards are unsecured credit without collateral. Now, I'm going to repeat that again. Credit cards are unsecured credit without collateral. So, a lot of times when you get loans from different vehicles, they're kind of attached with some type of interest or collateral. The reason why credit cards are such at a higher rate of about 13 to almost 29%, depending on the company, that, like I said, there's nothing back behind that credit card loan. So the companies have to charge such of a higher rate in order to get their money back. If not, they will either sue you or throw it off to a creditor. Um, so, the three basic things that you need to know about credit is its utilization, its history, and its on-time payments. Utilization is basically utilizing only a third of your credit. So, if you have $1,000 credit limit, you should never go past $333. We'll talk more about how to be able to work around that. Maybe you could apply for a second credit card or unsecured credit card, but we'll get all into those things. Your history is pretty much how long you done had the credit card, so you should never cancel uh, your first credit cards. You want to keep them as long as possible, so that does affect your history. So lenders want to know if you could really keep this credit card, don't chop it up, don't cancel it. They look for things like that. And on time payments. If you make a purchase for something, you should pay for it right then and there. That's what I really advise a lot of people to do. Even when they come from the mall and make stores, they come right back into their home. The first thing they're doing is making a cell phone call or paying off their online balance with their credit card. Um, like I said, your payment is very important, so you should never purchase stuff that you can't afford. The three eight rating agencies that has to do with your credit cards are Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Um, for example, I want to put out there if your credit score is, let's say, with Experian at 580, and let's say you go over to TransUnion and your credit score is, let's say, 605. If you look up your credit score at Equifax, so let's say that score is 590, 595. Let's say that score is 595. Your credit score is not an average of the three agencies. The credit score is whatever agency that sits in the middle. So it's not the high and it's not the low. It's whatever in the middle. So the Equifax will be the correct score for that individual at 595. Um, you never want to cancel the large credit cards with a higher balance. So if you open up, if you have a credit card, the very first one you have is 1,500, and you decide to apply for a second credit card, and let's say that balance is $1,000, you should never ever cancel the $1,500 credit card because it's more than what the $1,000 one is. Doesn't matter the lender, doesn't matter if you like the card or not, you should never cancel a credit card if you don't have all the informations upon justifying that reasoning. Um, so you don't apply for a higher credit card line, or you ask for additional credit card for about 6 months. I would say you. Some cases it could be earlier, but my rule is for every 6 months you don't apply for another additional credit card with that lender or ask for the credit card balance to be raised for that card because that you could be denied and you don't apply for a credit card unless you kind of know that you're going to get it. I have other reference points for you to either check for credit cards to see what they expect for them, like the detailed information that will come from getting approved for these credit cards. But my first advice would not be applying for credit cards willy nilly. Take 6 months for you to actually establish a relationship with that lender. Um, Unsecured credit cards is how I got started. Be honest with you, so I'm speaking word of mouth from here. I applied for credit. I see that I had poor credit. I went and got an unsecured credit card with my personal bank. I held that unsecured credit card for less than 2 years because every year I was being charged a fee, $10 to $20, you know, and I had a goal set in mind. I said, I'm gonna get this credit card. I'm gonna build up the relationship with the institution, the lender, go ahead and establish my credit. And when that 2 year thing came around, I should be legit to apply for my second credit card. So I didn't cancel that credit card, even though it was an unsecured credit card, until I was able to apply for a second credit card. And that has to go with canceling out the balance of my original credit card. So there's rules and engagement to doing this thing here, guys. So I'm putting this video out here because I just want to inform people upon the rules engagement upon how this game goes. Okay. So unsecured credit cards, they do charge fees most of the time. You can cancel them. There's no charge. But like I said, give you some more game on this thing. Lowering lowering credits. Now, what lowers your credit? When you apply for jobs, when they actually do a background check, that lowers your credit. When you go for a rental location, let's say you want to apply for an apartment and they do a background check on that, that lowers your credit, guys. Anytime you go online to check to see what your credit card score is, that will lower your credit card, your credit score. So unless you check it once a year on sites such as Credit Karma, things like that, or your annual credit report, these is the ways that you do this legitimately. Some banks, depending on who you bank with, they have where you could actually look up your credit card score as well through there, and they'll display it frequently. But these are other ways that you could kind of you could see your credit score, but it will taint it to a degree when you constantly look at it all the time. So, Bankrate is another place where I want to let you guys know you could go online and check not only credit card offerings, but it's from all the way to loans, to interest rates that's out there, to bank rates. It's a lot of different things that's out there. The website is bankrate.com. And with this site, you could, like I said, you could check out so much different things from CD rates, interest rates, credit cards, tax advice. I mean, I go in there and I check so much different stuff. I mean, your tax brackets, it's so much. They give you advice for planning for the next tax year. So that's another opportunity. So that right there is a little small nutshell I want to give you guys upon how to think about credit, how to utilize it, the history, and paying your credit cards off on time. I'm Cordell the Drastic Weights. Thank you all, and you have a great day.